There are 3 ways to add events to your calendar. The first way is to actually click on a date and just go ahead and add in your event. So you can just hit create. Now to edit that event, then you need to come here to edit event, and it brings you to this main page. The other thing that you can do from this is to delete it, which I will do. Another way to do this is quick add. I can say dinner at 6 on Thursday. Yeah, if I could spell, with sister. And then right here, it just automatically puts that on there as well. Again, I can edit my event or I can delete my event. The third way, and the way that you'll probably want to put most of your items on, especially if you're going to be using resources, is to hit the create button right here. So you've got lots of options. The first thing you need to do is title your event. If you're going to check out a resource, you'll need to make sure that you put in your name here. But let's just call this event class. And then you can choose the day. You can choose an all day. If you choose all day, it'll show just at the top of the calendar. If you choose the time, you can choose the time right here. And I can put any time in here. So I can put 10:07 a.m. And it automatically defaults to 30 minutes. However, I can change this to whatever I want. So we'll do 10:12 a.m. Again, I can repeat this. I can repeat it weekly, daily, and there's lots of options in here. You can repeat every 1 week. You can repeat on the days. You can also just start on a date and then end on another date, and it will do it weekly or daily or however you choose. And I'm just going to cancel that for right now, but you can play around with that. Your event details. If you put a location here and you send this out to people, they will actually get a Google map along with this. However, we're going to talk about this where in another way as well. You can add video meetings, so that would be Google Hangouts. This is very important to make sure that it's on the correct calendar. If you've got a lot of calendars and you've clicked on one of the other ones, you need to make sure it's on the calendar that you want it to be. You can put a description, you can add an attachment. So if I go to my drive, I can go ahead and upload a file or drive, add an attachment like maybe it would be an agenda for a meeting. I can change the event color. And I can also change the notification I want. I kind of like having a notification 10 minutes before an event because that kind of warns me, oh yeah, you got to go do this. So that's another thing. You can show me as available or busy. It's going to automatically default to busy. And then the visibility. If this is a calendar that other people see, you can still make this event private if you want to. By default, it will be whatever your calendar is, and we'll talk about that one day. And but you can mark this event as private. However, if you're going to add guests, you can add guests and you can invite people, and then they have to go ahead and respond back to you. But the other thing that you can do is check out resources. So if you click on rooms, you can see the different schools have different resources. So if I wanted to take the GCS field, for example, and I wanted to schedule an event for that, you'll see that in the where column, it goes right there. I can delete that. It will only show me, by the way, you want to always make sure that this is checked right here, the show available rooms only. But maybe I want to check out a laptop cart, so I can do that. If the laptop cart doesn't show up, it's because somebody else already has that checked out. So you want to make sure that if somebody has that checked out, we're going to talk about how to see these other calendars in another video. And you want to see who has it checked out. And then you can go talk to that teacher who already has it checked out and see if you can work something out. So the last thing is, and it's very important, is you must hit the save button. In Google, a lot of things automatically save, but not on calendar. You need to actually save that. So right here is my class. I can also edit my event. right here, I can delete my event. And if I delete my event from my calendar, it will also delete it from the laptop calendar and the field calendar. So that's also handy to know. You can't actually delete these items from these calendars unless you delete it from your calendar. And the other thing is, if you've got those other calendars seen here, please don't, you'll see a double. You'll see a class here and you'll see a class in a different color for the calendar that it's on. Don't delete it from your calendar, because if you do, it will also delete it from the resource calendars. So that's creating events on your Google Calendar. And if you've got questions, don't hesitate to email me.